Hi guys, my name is Ofsana. I'm a student, blogger who loves learning languages, who loves teaching English, and today we are going to talk about a very confusing but interesting grammar rule: verb plus infinitive or gerund. So let's get to the video. Don't you know, it is getting hard. We know that there are many verbs that are followed by both gerund and infinitive. Some of them are followed either by gerund or by infinitive. But the hardest part about this grammar rule refers to those who are followed by both gerund and infinitive. And today I am going to tell you the list of words and to explain the differences between them. The first word that can be followed by both gerund and full infinitive is remember. For example, remember doing or remember to do. When we say remember doing, we remember the event which has happened in the past. For example, my mother asks me, "Do you remember locking the door when you got out of the house?" This means that my mother wants to know whether I remember that I have locked the door in the past. But when we say remember to do, when remember is followed by full infinitive, this means that you are planning to remember something. For example, my mother says, "Remember to buy milk." This is about future. She reminds me to buy milk, for example, in the evening or tomorrow, but it's not about past event. So you understand the differences between remember doing and remember to do. The same is with forget. When we say forget doing, this means that we forget something which happened in the past. For example, I forget locking the door. This means that I forget that I had locked the door in the past. But for example, when someone says, "Don't forget to lock the door," this means that she reminds me to not forget about certain things in the future. So the same thing happens with forget. The next word is stop. When we say stop doing something, this means that we give up something. For example, my friend John stopped smoking. This means that he gave up smoking completely, fully. But when we say stop to do, this means, for example, I was walking and then I stopped to buy, for example, phone. This means that you were in the process of doing something, you were moving, and then you stopped and did something else. So you understand now the differences between stop doing and stop to do. The next word is try. When try is followed by full infinitive, this means that we make an effort to achieve something. For example, I tried to pass my exam. When try is followed by gerund, this means we are doing an experiment to try to solve something. For example, teacher says, "Try searching in the dictionary." This means that she gives us an experiment in order to solve certain problems. Next one is go on plus full infinitive. When go on is followed by full infinitive, this means that someone stops one action and starts another one. For example, John finished bachelor degree in Europe and went on studying chemistry in the USA. This means John stopped one action, he stopped studying in Europe and then started studying chemistry in the USA. But when go on is followed by gerund, this means to continue. For example, Anne kept or went on talking about her problems. The next words are learn and teach. When learn and teach is followed by full infinitive, this means that we learn and teach a certain skill. For example, I would like to learn or to teach to paint. But when learn or teach is followed by gerund, this means we learn and teach not a skill, but a subject. For example, she teaches painting at a local school. This means that she teaches painting as a subject. Next word is like. When like is followed by full infinitive, this means we are in the habit of doing something and we think that it's right to do. For example, we would like to interview John Smith tomorrow. But when like is followed by gerund, this means we enjoy doing something. For example, I love learning new languages. This means it's enjoyable for us. The next word is mean. When mean is followed by full infinitive, this means to intend. For example, I didn't mean to hurt you. This means that it was not my intention to hurt you. But on the other hand, when mean is followed by gerund, this means to involve. For example, being at university means learning lots of new things and gaining new friends. This means being at university involves learning new things and gaining new friends. Next one is regret. When regret is followed by full infinitive, this means that we are sad or sorry to tell a bad information to somebody. For example, I regret to tell you that you have failed your exams. This means that we are very sad, that we are very sorry to convey this information to you. But when we say regret doing, when regret is followed by gerund, this means that we have done something in the past and we feel shameful for these certain acts. In other words, to be sorry, not about telling something, but to be sorry about what has happened in the past. When consider or imagine is followed by full infinitive, this means that we believe or think that something is right. For example, I consider him as a great friend. This means that I believe that he is a very good friend. But on the other hand, where consider or imagine is followed by gerund, this means we think about something. For example, I'm considering going to the USA in next 5 years. This means I'm thinking about this plan, I'm planning something that I'm going to do in the future. So, my dear friends, these were all the words that were followed by both gerund and infinitive, and I told you all the differences between them with examples. I hope you liked my video and we will meet very soon. See you later. Bye.